In this question, we're going to be taking a look at the graph of f of x, and we're taking a look at when x equals 3. Right, so as we're looking at our x-axis here, here's our x value of 3. And we're going to be taking a look at a couple questions here regarding our graph. For part A, we're going to be taking a look at the limit of f of x as x goes to 3, and you see that little negative sign above that. That means we're going towards 3 from the negative side or from the left-hand side. So I'm going to write this as from the left. Okay, and for part B, we're going to be taking a look at this graph of f of x, and we want to take a look at what happens as we go towards 3. This time you see the plus sign up there. That means we're going to be coming from the positive side or from the right. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at these two parts of the question. And let me go ahead and highlight our graph here. So let's look at part A. We're going to be going towards 3 from the left-hand side. So think of it as you're tracing your graph. We're looking at where this x value of 3 is, so we're actually coming this way on our graph, and we want to know what's happening to those y values, right, as we trace that graph and go towards 3. Right, so those y values are going towards a y value of positive 1. And so that's our limit as x goes towards 3 from the left. And for part B, we're going to be taking a look at what happens as we come from the right. Right, so we're still going towards this x value of 3, only we're coming this direction, right? From the positive side or from the right-hand side on our graph. And we're taking a look at what happens to those y values. And these y values here are going towards a value of positive 3. And now let's go ahead and do part C. We want to know what happens to our graph as x goes towards 3. Right, so in this case, you're actually looking at your answers for part A and part B. What happens as it goes from the left and what happens as it goes from the right? Well, in this case, they're going to two different values, right? In part A, it went towards a 1. In part B, it went towards a 3. So our conclusion here, what happens to this graph as x values go towards 3? This is going to be the limit does not exist, because our limit from the left and our limit from the right are going towards two different numbers. Right? If they happen to have been going towards the same number, then we could have said that that value was the limit. But in this case, it does not exist. And for part D, we want f of 3. Well, f of 3 on our graph means when x equals 3, what does our y value equal? In this case, we don't have any points that are filled in for an x value of 3. So in this case, our value is going to be under 3.